She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain. Part 6. Chapter: The Masculine in Love and Intimacy. In internal perspective, to build a bridge of lasting intimacy, a woman must understand that the masculine experience of love and sexuality is governed by a different set of biological and emotional coordinates. While the feminine heart often finds its expression through words and delicate metaphors, the masculine heart speaks through the language of action, utility, and physical presence. To truly see your partner is to learn to read the silent poetry of his deeds and to respect the physiological rhythms that dictate his connection to you. The language of deeds, actions as living metaphors. In the masculine world, love is not a feeling to be described, it is a problem to be solved and a territory to be secured. We often miss his deepest declarations because we are listening for poetry while he is performing maintenance. To a man, a full tank of gas in your car, a fixed faucet, or a secured financial plan are high-form recognitions of love. These are not chores, they are the way he manifests his devotion. Biologically, the male brain is wired for spatial and task-oriented success. When he ensures your environment is safe and functional, he is offering you his life force. Learning to receive these acts as the equivalent of a sonnet is the key to making him feel truly seen and appreciated. The primary fear, the dread of uselessness. The greatest hidden vulnerability of a man is the fear of being useless to the woman he loves. While a woman's deepest fear may be abandonment, a man's deepest fear is inadequacy, the dread that he is not enough to solve your problems or satisfy your needs. This is why a man may withdraw or become defensive if you offer constant unsolicited advice or express chronic dissatisfaction. If his primal brain perceives that he is failing to be your hero, his system may shut down to protect his ego from the pain of insufficiency. This failure to launch often blocks physical intimacy. A man cannot easily open his body to a woman in whose eyes he feels he has lost his status. Your genuine reliance on his strength and your appreciation for his utility are the most powerful aphrodisiacs for his soul. The rhythm of desire, the light bulb and the stove, a common source of friction and intimacy, is the difference in how the masculine and feminine engines ignite. The masculine engine functions like a light bulb. It is instant, visual, and can be switched on in a second. The feminine engine functions like a stove. It requires time to preheat, careful layering of warmth, and a gradual rise in temperature. Conflict arises when the light bulb expects the stove to be hot instantly, or when the stove feels offended by the light bulb's directness. Understanding this physiological gap allows for a playful synchronization. By honoring your need for a slow preheat and by acknowledging his capacity for instant illumination, you can find a middle ground where both rhythms are celebrated rather than judged. Intimacy as the gateway, from the body to the heart. One of the most profound differences between the sexes lies in the pathway to the heart. For a woman, emotional connection and conversation are often the prerequisites for physical intimacy. For a man, the order is frequently reversed. Physical intimacy is his path to emotional openness. For a man, sexual release is a profound stress reset that lowers the guard of the prefrontal cortex, allowing his heart to finally speak. When he seeks sex, he is often seeking the only way he knows how to feel vulnerable and connected. Recognizing that his desire for your body is often a disguised desire for your soul allows you to view his advances not as demands, but as a sacred attempt to return to the heart of the union. The hero's welcome. To deepen the bond using these insights, implement this simple retuning practice. Recognize the deed. Choose one utility action he did today. Refilled your water, drove the car, handled a bill. Look him in the eye and say, "I felt so taken care of when you did that. Thank you." Respect the cave. The next time he falls silent, do not ask, "What are you thinking?" Instead, go into another room, light a candle, or do a somatic practice. Occupy yourself with your own glow. The heart-body bridge. Notice if he is seeking intimacy after a long day. Instead of seeing it as a chore, see it as his attempt to drop his armor. If you are not preheated yet, invite him to help you turn on the stove through touch, rather than shutting down the light bulb. A man's love is a fortress of action. When you inhabit that fortress with appreciation, he will move mountains to keep you safe and happy. Discover the secrets to nurturing your lifestyle and love style at Wish for Love. The electronic version of all chapters from the full book She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain can be found at wishforlove.org.